Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina Galassi. I'm the Cross-Cultural Adaptation Technician at ACS in Kaiserslautern. And today I want to give you a little insight about another German tradition, Laternenumzug, a lantern parade. So what exactly is Laternenumzug? It's a tradition that takes place around 11 November. It doesn't have to be exactly that date when you see children walking around with their lanterns. They walk through the cities and villages and sing songs. For example, Laterne, Laterne. When you punch those titles into any kind of search machine, you will find them and you can listen to them. It's pretty interesting. You might have a lot of fun doing that. Oftentimes, these events are organized by kindergartens or elementary schools. And you can either, if you want to participate in something like that, you can either purchase a lantern, or when you have a child attending the German kindergarten or elementary school, they will very likely create their own ones, or you can create one with your child, of course. Don't forget to buy a stick that you will need to hold the lantern. And in the past, I remember when I was a child, we used candles back then to light up the lantern. Nowadays, I think it's more likely to use the sticks with batteries that have an electric light, just for safety reasons. So at the end of the march, the kids usually get something to eat. I remember when I was a kid, it was oftentimes a yeast dough in a man shape with raisins called Martinstag or Weckmann. You can also purchase them sometimes at the bakery. And in some areas, it's also pretzels that they're going to give out to the kids. So that day, 11 November, is called Martinstag because we celebrate Saint Martin. So who is that man? He lived in the 4th century. He was born in Hungary, which back then was a Roman province, and he died in France in Tours. And he became a bishop. Why did he become a bishop? People loved him because he did a lot of good deeds. For example, he shared his cape with a beggar. So there's that story that when he came home as a soldier and all he had was basically his horse, red cape, and a sword, he took the sword and he cut the cape in 2 halves and gave 1 half to the beggar. He also brought a dead person back to life, for example. So there are a few stories you can read about, which is really interesting, which makes this person so special. So I'm giving you some basic information about St. Martin and the parade. And when you do your research, because you want to know more about him, then you're very likely come across an image of him. He's usually depicted as a Roman soldier on a white horse wearing a red cape. And that's how you usually see him when you go to the parade. He will lead the parade. So a person dressing as St. Martin on the white horse with the red cape will lead the parade. There will also be a marching band playing the music so you can sing along with the lantern songs. And then at the end, oftentimes there will be a fire. So imagine it's November, it's cold, you walk for a while, and then you will gather around a big fire called Martinsfeuer, and the kids can eat their pretzel or whatever goodie they're going to get at the end. And I mentioned before that the people wanted him to become Bishop Martin. But he didn't feel worthy of this kind of office, so he ran off and was hiding with geese in some stable or barn. But the geese started chattering and that gave it away, so he was found and was consecrated bishop. So because of the geese, we have another tradition that you eat a Martinsgans, a goose, on that day.